Hey, it's been over a month. I tried to keep the schedule of once a month, but I opted to take one off for a different personal project. Also, I think I'm going to be putting a pretty big hiatus on this channel after August. I'm going to college and I want to see if I can dabble in other things that might be interesting. I'm still young, I want to enjoy it, and if I want to come back, I have some time. Anyways, this season hasn't been that bad, but there isn't much to review, and even what I'm reviewing won't need much of an explanation or analysis. They're all pretty self-explanatory, so this will probably be pretty short. With that out of the way, let's go. There's no continuing series that I'm watching, so it's straight into the new seasons, which starts with the best of the four I watched, Kagesama. Kagesama has always been a show to put on a smile, but also delve into some unique characters, my favorite being Ishigami, but that favoritism felt like it expanded to nearly everyone this season. From Shirogane to Kaguya to Hayasaka to some new characters, it was really incredible. Before getting into any of them though, let's talk about the main draw of Kagesama, the comedy. Kagesama seems to be a mix of the absurd with outlandish imagination used for different scenes and scenarios, and character comedy that used to mesh decently and now mesh greatly. The first two seasons, while I greatly enjoyed, I could certainly feel a slight lack of connection to the cast. It was either due to lack of time spent with them or not enough development, I'm not sure. This led to some of the character interactions being just a bit below the peak of what they could have been, because the setup for each of the jokes would usually be pretty funny. With this season, I think the only complaint that I have that comes to mind is sometimes when any character, especially Kaguya, is acting as a straight man, the reactions can be a bit too obnoxious. Otherwise, it's great, knowing the characters better, and maybe the rewatch I did a little while ago gave me a better appreciation of it all, but it felt like everything just landed. It's a bit hard to describe why I like something that's funny, so I'll just list some of the highlights. Ishigami trying to save Miko from embarrassment by listening to anime music and failing, Perez is a slug, the Shirogane's fight, Chika thinking Hayasaka is a dude, the rap battle, Kaguya turns down Perez dripped out, Chika trying to dissuade her sister from crushing on Perez dripped out again, and so much more. It's unbelievable. I think a good chunk of what made it so enjoyable was the exploration of major and minor characters alike. Hayasaka is attacked for her multiple personalities that she creates for both Kaguya and for herself in an ominous and ghostly track, only to retort her true feelings. She wants to enjoy her life as a teen. Maki was introduced as an odd addition, but not necessarily unwelcome. She seems like a bit of a punching bag in the sense that she'll always be seen as a bit crazy, and I don't think she's really set up to win anything in this series. Ishigami struggles to impress the one he likes, the complete contrast of a person Tsubame. He tries and he fails, he tries and he succeeds. It's hard not to love and connect with a little. Perez and Kaguya are the same as always, except for a little life-changing event that's starting to completely dismantle the competitive nature of their relationship that makes it both cute and surprising. I really like the first two seasons of the show. I think I love this one. 9 out of 10. Dude, this is such a good fucking season. It was so good. I don't think it's a 10. It's like, it's close, but it might be a 9.5. But like, God, oh, Jesus. Such a good season. It's so good. I thought I wouldn't have much to say about this one, and while it's not extensive, it's more than what I thought I would originally have. First, I'm gonna redo my score of the first season to a 7, because I definitely think that this season is better, but I don't think it's an 8.5 or even an 8. Bringing down the first season felt better to me for a few reasons. I think towards the middle of the first season, it started to run into the trouble of having too much repetition in the comedy by mostly relying on the reactions from Komi and the friend group that was established early on. There also wasn't the gorgeous animation past the first episode. This season felt like it was trying to keep things fresh with new characters, introducing what felt like every other episode, and some very unique animation for very silly moments. There were definitely some bland points, as it kinda took the gimmick of whatever character and threw it in front of Komi for a cute reaction, but it expanded enough for me to stay engaged with it and put a smile on my face a bit more often than the last season. I think this season is a 7.5 out of 10. This is probably the one that I have the least to talk about. It's cute and nice, it's very well animated from Wit and Cloverworks, it's cute and generally funny, it's nice, the opening is definitely the best this season in both animation and song, and it's nice. Did I already say that? I really don't know how to talk about this one. It's a fairly charming series, but sometimes a little thought pops into my mind that says, Why this one? I like it, I really do, but holy shit, this series blew up even before it was animated, and I don't think I understand. It's not bad by any means, but like, holy fuck, a 9 on Mal, and it was right next to Full Metal Alchemist for a bit? I just don't understand what makes it so special. But then again, I don't get what makes Full Metal Alchemist that special. I could understand if something like Komi were to get this popular, even if I don't think it deserved it, because then I could go, oh, people like the cute quiet girl gimmick, even if it's a bit overdone. You know, there's an explanation for it. What's the explanation for Spy Family? It's good, but is it really that good? What makes people go crazy for it? I don't know, I'm clearly insane. 7.5 out of 10. I thought this one was alright. It hooked me and then it let me off the hook somewhere along the way. What initially grabbed me was the absurdity of it says Kongling, but I don't think it's supposed to be like an English pronunciation, so I'm just gonna say KM. What initially grabbed me was the absurdity of KM in this type of situation and the stupid lines he would say in a modern day setting. Something like she's being used as a stalking horse killed me when I first heard it. As the series progressed, though, it shifted the focus from KM, who is easily the best character of the show, onto the people around him who are much more bland. Aiko is cute, but really nothing interesting. Same thing with Kabe and everyone really. All the character arcs were heartfelt, but just extremely basic and a little too force-fed that it was hard to really get attached to any of them. At some points it felt like satire with how serious it would take some of their issues. It didn't help that most of the music felt pretty generic too. Not bad, but nothing I would want to listen to outside of anything but the show, which I think is kind of bad for hip-hop or pop songs. Otherwise, it was a decent show. There was absurd comedy, most of it at the start, that I really enjoyed, really good animation, and despite all my criticism of the show, it really isn't all that bad, but it definitely wasn't for me. 6 out of 10. I thought about watching Bubble, but I saw the score it got and my original tweet seemed to bang on enough that I don't even need to see it to have an opinion. I'm also watching Summertime Rendering, but I can't show that much without, not pirating. My basic thoughts on it are that the events that happen are bonkers, but sometimes Usha seems to have any ability she wants at any point. It's cool though, so I'll keep up with it. And that's it. I thought it'd be pretty short. This will be the last review for who knows how long. Maybe just ever. At least I got a full year's worth of reviews out. I at least hope whoever watched them liked it. See ya.